Greetings, Warriors. Griffin, how you guys doing? What you guys are about to see is a highlight from a live stream that we just did not too long ago. I was talking with the stream to those who were there about the like and dislike ratio of one of my videos. We were reading some comments on my previous videos and everything, and I wanted to discuss this. And I wanted to go over how this video, the Chris video, was more of an experiment on how I could take strong constructive criticism, because I knew that video was going to be very constructive. Lack of a better word. The video was uploaded a few months ago, and it's still getting views and comments right now. It's still getting some likes, and it's still getting some dislikes. And what this highlight reel is basically going to showcase is what I learned from making that video, even though I did enjoy making it, but it was more of a learning video for me. Thought it would be good to put this up here for at least for future me to know later on, and also for anyone who is curious on how I take constructive criticism or anything on the channel. The channel is ad-free, so I'm not really milking any views or revenue or anything like that. So regardless though, I hope you guys enjoy it, and here you go. The Chris video, 26 dislikes. Most dislikes I think I've had in a video, period. Well, this video that got that many views, but I had a feeling that was gonna happen though. I knew that Chris video was gonna be, like I say, controversial. I knew I was gonna get flack on that, but it was a video that was fun to make though. Even though I'm not wrong, but I definitely think I should have worded some things differently, because a lot of people definitely misconstrued some of the stuff I said. 26 dislikes. I mean, well, I'm not upset. I mean, we got 26 dislikes, but the like and dislike ratio is still good. It's 95%, and it's 546 likes and 26 dislikes. My channel is not a big channel, you know. It's still, I mean, YouTube standards wise, it's a small channel. So like that dislike ratio is still good. I just knew I was gonna get plenty of dislikes, and then as I was reading some of the comments, I was like, okay, maybe I could have said it differently on that. But there was some stuff that I said clear as day, and they still misconstrued it, or they just didn't watch the whole video. Which that's like one of the biggest pet peeves if you're a creator, is that people don't watch the entire video, and they immediately just want to get their point of view on it. It's like kind of thing, and then they admit eventually, it's like, okay, my bad, I didn't watch the whole video. I'm like, how long do you need to be on YouTube to know that you got at least watch the whole video before you make a comment? Because I may mention it. But no, but the thing is though, I didn't understand when I was saying that Chris was overused. I'm not saying he's overrated, but I was saying he's overused. In the games, he is the most character that is shown, and I should have stated that I know that he's the main character. But when you give us plethora of characters throughout the whole Resident Evil series, then yeah, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And I kept reiterating so much in the video that I'm not talking about the CGI movies or anything, and people still brought it up. So I'm not upset about it. I knew that was gonna happen, but I also should have stated as well that yes, Leon is overused as well. They both are, but Chris is in more things, well, more games, which is what needs to be focused on. So I didn't really count the CGI movies and everything. I didn't want to count the remakes at first, and I still don't. But you know, agree to disagree. And the thing is, I don't think it was really hate. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said in my video. Like, you know, agree to disagree, simple debate. I didn't really find a lot of those comments. I didn't really get upset about or anything. It wasn't anything personal. I understand the dislike ratio. It's not a big deal. It's just a dislike on the internet. The only thing that got me was one of the comments was like, you made a 17 whatever minute video of hating Chris or anything. I was like, what are you talking about? When did I say I hate him? I did say I hated RE7 Chris. I did say that. I was like, you definitely didn't watch the video. You definitely just on Chris's dick. I mean, I was like, but that was the only one that got me a little bit. I was like, really? And then I was gonna respond to it, and the comment disappeared, because I was gonna put it on the next video like an example of it, and the comment went away. I'm like, okay. Some people off themselves to internet hate. Yeah, they do, but like, I'm not really gonna consider someone not liking my opinion about Chris be internet hate. You know, the thing is though, that video was actually an experiment, because if you look at my channel to like right now, like we actually achieved more subscribers. I actually did that video as like an experiment. I didn't tell you guys this. I told Yoki and JD, is because I don't know how I would react to, I'm not gonna say hate comments or disagreeing comments, but like strong criticism. You know, I'm gonna say that strong criticism. I don't want to just put the word hate out there. That's not fair. I've always wanted to make that video, the most overused character in Resident Evil. I always had that idea to talk about it, but I didn't want to I wanted to do that video when RE4 remake was the thing. But my channel, I don't want to say blow up, but let's be honest, when RE4 remake came out, I think my subscriber count was at maybe 400 or 500. I want to say 500. And then RE4 remake took the channel off. So when this happened and I saw this was going again, I was like, all right, let me do it, because now this is not the first time the channel is taking off or gaining traction. better lack of a better word. So I made that experiment because I wanted to see how I could take criticism, because I knew that video was going to get a lot of criticism. That's just the best word I can put. And I'm wrong, my delivery in that video, I actually edited a little bit, made it a little bit shorter, because there was parts in there where like, I took too long to get to the point, which some comments did say, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're right. So I edited it to a point where I like chipped it off till I can get right to the point. And I think that video also taught me that the attention span for, I guess you say the attention span of humans or people is really small. Myself included, depending on what it is. So that video taught me a lot, actually. So that's why I love this video. I don't go back and read the comments on it now unless someone makes a new comment and I just happen to see it. Because there's really no point. I got all the data that I needed in that particular video. I needed my delivery to be a lot better. I need to get to the point a lot faster. Or if I notice in editing I'm taking too long, just go ahead and chip it out and edit it out and everything. So, and I understand when you want to be a content creator, you have to either get to the point or make it engaging enough to where they're willing to stay for the point, you know? So that video was a good experiment. Yeah, I guess you can blame it on TikTok, Vine, the short form content, YouTube Shorts, all this stuff. I guess I can blame it on that, I guess. But heck, at the same time though, the criticism was very fair. And then I also wanted to check that out because I know there are a lot of Leon haters that love Chris. You know, it was always a debate on like, at least the male characters, it was always a debate like which one's better, Leon or Chris. It's always a big debate. So I knew, being a Leon fanboy as I am, that I called myself out, I knew making this video, I was probably gonna get flack on this. But that's why I wanted to make it fair that I understand that Leon is a lot of things. That's why I just kept it just in the game. Because yeah, realistically, Leon is the most overused character throughout the entire universe, which when I look back on that, I should have stated that in the video to make it more clear. So I'm like, no, that's that video right there was like my first video where like I take pride in, because I was like, I used that video to see how my ego, and I don't have a high ego, but I have a healthy ego, if that makes sense, to where like how much my ego can take, because I knew I was gonna get a lot of flack. Like that video got 366 comments. Like, and the other ones here, like 58, 11, 0, 0, 84, 79, and then you got 366. So it got a lot of traction, you know? So I understand why that video has its like to dislike ratio. More people liked it. A lot of people understood where I was coming from, but I could have delivered it a lot better and what I meant on that, which is why in the next video I wanted to address it. But I didn't think my ego wasn't damaged in that video or like hurt. A lot of comments made me laugh because I was like, okay, you didn't get what I was saying, or you just misconstrued it kind of thing of what I was saying. But I wanted to do that because I wanted to see how I could take it. Because if I want my channel to get comfortably big, not too big where I can't communicate and talk to you guys like this. I can't do that. But I want to get to a point where like I can comfortably conversate with you guys and everything like that, you know? And I wanted to see how much my ego could take. And thankfully my ego didn't get chipped or anything. Some comments I was like, damn, okay, yeah, you're right, I could have delivered that better. Or yeah, okay, maybe I said that wrong. So like I learned plenty in that video. That video was like a teaching point for me, you know? Even though I still agree with what I said in the video, but still, like what I think I didn't say in the video was that Chris is the main character of the series, which I do know because I didn't state it. Plenty of the comments were like, well, dude, he's the main character of the series. Why do you, of course he's the most shown character. I'm like, okay, so I should have delivered that better. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good video. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. If I made that video again, would I reword some stuff? Yeah, but my sentiment still stands on it. I'll say this, if my ego was that damaged on it, I would have privated the video by now. But no, it was a good video.